Shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. I'm speaking slightly low, just 11:30 at night. And, so I hope you can hear me loud and clear. But nevertheless, so we go into a couple of scriptures. As you know, there has been a significant amount of fog over the last I believe a week or so from recollection, which I've been seeing myself here, because I live near Heathrow in London, and other parts of America and the UK have been seeing this fog, and a lot of people are getting ill, getting aches and pains, weak and brittle bones, certain illnesses and adverse effects that they're getting from it. But the hopeful elect are covered, because we pray for good health, and Yahweh Hashem Ashai keeps that spirit, the angels around you, Pursuant to Psalms 34 verse 7, that the angel of the Lord encampeth around about them, and pursuant to Psalms 91, the angel of the Lord will keep us in all our ways, Actually, since I've quoted it, let me just read it, then I'm going to play this video, okay? Psalms 91. Let me see, the Psalms 91 and 1. I think it's Psalms 91 and 11. Psalms 91 and 11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways, right? That's what the Lord is doing. Keeping us. And a lot of the hopeful elect can actually see the angels as well. A lot of the hopeful elect can see the angels as well. And they also say within these clouds, there's a lot of sparks or sparkles or whatever. Those are chariots, and those are just, they're around about within the clouds, because I believe they're just trying to cover up the chariots, and because, there's been also signs of blue orbs as well. And, they're coming through now as well. A lot of the hopeful elect actually seeing them in their rooms around about them, So we're going to see the angels open up even more to a greater degree. Let's go to Psalms 34 verse 7. Psalms 34 verse 7. Which has got NIV. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. So the Lord is keeping his hopeful elect, from these things that are about to come. Diseases and pestilences, Matthew 24 verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation. We know World War III is around the corner, and also within that there'll be race wars as well. As you can see, those that are not, stupid, and those that are have wiped the looking glass and they can see everything, they can see, when agents are involved, they can see when it's actually the real deal, and they're all trying to stir up racial hatred and racial violence. We've all seen the term usual suspects, right? But the so-called white man isn't the usual suspect when he's the biggest murderer, the biggest thief, the biggest enslaver in the world, right? But everybody else is apparently the people, the countries that these damn crackers, these Edomites have robbed and stole from and enslaved, okay, and stolen their resources and wealth, right? Now they've come to the land that the country that stole their wealth. Now these same people are called criminals and usual suspects. Yeah, there's wicked jakes out there, but then again, who's the biggest criminal on the planet Earth? The so-called white man. All right, look at his track record. But they like to hide that, don't they? They just think that the world has been fucked up from the get-go. All right, if these countries are shithole countries, what were you doing there in the first place? Huh? Gathering shit? Huh? You damn devils got some damn nerve. Nevertheless, I don't want to get sidetracked. Okay, so and oh yeah, what I was about to say was, you can see all the agents at work For some reason, there's always a camera in the right place at the right time to catch all this shit. Nobody walks around with a camera like that unless, I don't know, if something happens right before them and they can see an argument happening and then they can maybe record it, right? But for the most part, unless you walk around with a GoPro attached to your chest or whatever, I don't know. A lot of this seems very agent-like, very actor-like, you know. Um, some of it's legit, but most of it's fake, trying to stir up that racial violence. But obviously, legitimately, it's happening too. We know that for a fact. But a lot of it is also to amplify Jacob's trouble. All right, Matthew 24:7, especially here in the UK, with the white man against Muslims and the white man against everybody else. We're in the UK, but in America, the white man against the 12 tribes of Israel and the Muslims and everybody that's of color. Because Jacob's trouble is going to be everybody's trouble. But Jacob, the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and those that are, those that are obviously paternal lineage, because this is spiritual. Esau is going to, demons are going to jump on Esau to just go for certain people, even if they can sort of blend in. So Jake, they're going to go for Jake. All right. Matthew 24:7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. All right. There's going to be food shortages. A lot of you idiots are, throw away cakes and throw away rice and throw away noodles. Oh, I'm full and I don't need food right now. Or, just throw away cornbread and things like that. And I watch all these channels on YouTube, and I think to myself, why are you throwing away a whole cake? Even though birthday cakes, celebrating a birthday is wicked, right? But then nevertheless, it's still a damn cake. Why would you just have 2 or 3 slices out of it and throw away a whole damn cake? Worth probably like about 50 quid or whatever. A whole massive cream cake with strawberry in it and everything. And this beautiful cream, whipped cream on it and all that. Whatever kind of cream it is. Why would you throw away fruitcake? Why would you throw away chicken that you don't like or whatever? Even if it gets a little day extra, just keep it, just eat it. You don't have to throw it away. You guys are going to regret it. When these famines kick in, you guys are going to regret throwing away that food. All right? For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And we've been seeing earthquakes all over the world. All right? There's apparently one every few minutes, in different parts of the world. Because it's those what do you call it? Birth pains. So it's birth pains because all hell's about to break loose. And the Lord is about to return. And pestilences and diseases. And we're, I want to play a video that's coming right now. And we've been seeing all these kinds of diseases. The AIDS, the AIDS thing, and the rabies thing, and the what's it called? The smallpox, and what was the other one? There's so many others. And the C19 thing, and now something else, and numerous others that I haven't named. Luke 21:11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. And you got Esau, the so-called white man, with his what do you call that? Well, they've got technology to create to mess with the weather, right? Obviously, that technology is given to them by Yahweh Shem Shai. Ultimately, it's all of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, to cover, that's why they make movies called Don't Look Up. But we look up all the time. I look up during the day and I look up during the night. Obviously, using wisdom and being circumspect. Especially if if you got like a space in your back garden, or if you have a back garden or whatever, or if you have time to stand in a safe place and look up. Because you don't be looking up willy nilly, especially when you're crossing the road or whatever. But we look up, and there are great signs from heaven. But we're not disturbed by them. We're not going, fuck, aliens. We don't do none of that bullshit. We get like a warm feeling inside us because we know that the angels are there. All right, and the pestilences are coming, and there's beautiful, great signs from heaven. All right. Maybe these damn devils may be trying to cover up the signs for other people that can't see it, but we see it through our spiritual eyes. But anyway, let's go to this video. Let's see what the title says. 5 years after the outbreak, China has a mysterious virus outbreak. Okay, I'm not going to say it. 5 years after the outbreak, China has a mysterious virus outbreak. It's damn near been 5 years. Actually, 4 years, 10 months. No, yeah, 10, 11, yeah. March. Wasn't it March 29? No, 2019, right? Was it March 2020? 20, no, yeah, 2019. 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Damn, 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. 4 years, 10 months. Another 2 months, it'll be 5 year anniversary. Anyway, let's get to start. One thing about the news sites, especially India, they definitely bring out the truth, man. Their news reporters are quite diligent and they don't give a shit, you know?
Nearly 5 years after the COVID-19 outbreak, China may now have a mystery virus on the prowl. According to reports, China has been battling an outbreak of human metapneumovirus, or HMPV. What is known about it? How dangerous is it? As per the information available so far, HMPV causes symptoms similar to influenza as well as COVID-19. However, unlike the two, it currently does not have any corresponding vaccine. How concerning is that? Let's first tell you more about what is known. According to experts, HMPV infections rose in mainland China over the past few days. In the northern province in China, reportedly the infection rate has shown an upward trend. On Friday, China's Diseases Control Authority said that it was piloting a monitoring system for pneumonia, whose origin is unknown as of now. The Chinese medical body reportedly also said that cases of some respiratory diseases are expected to rise through the winter. It's reportedly to establish a dedicated system that can help the authorities set up protocols to handle unknown pathogens. Not just that, according to the state broadcaster CCTV, the National Disease Control and Prevention Administration is set to establish a separate procedure for laboratories to report as well as for prevention agencies to verify and handle cases. You see, all of this is happening and is being closely looked at given the backdrop of the COVID-19 mayhem. Responding to this outbreak, the Deputy Director of Taiwan Centers for Disease Control, or CDC, has said that Taiwan is closely monitoring the virus as well. Why is that? As it suspects that the outbreak might also affect Taiwan. Meanwhile, in Hong Kong, a leading epidemiologist has recently reportedly said that levels of HMPV remained low even amid the outbreak in mainland China. But what exactly is HMPV and what do we know about it? According to the official of Taiwan CDC, it is a common type of respiratory virus that mainly causes more serious illness in young children and older adults, as well as those with compromised immune systems. In others, the symptoms of this infection are in fact quite similar to those of the common cold. Therefore, symptoms commonly associated with HMPV include cough, fever, nasal congestion, and shortness of breath. However, clinical symptoms of HMPV infection may progress to bronchitis or pneumonia and are similar to other viruses that cause upper and lower respiratory infections. Now, can it turn deadly? According to the Chinese CDC, while the virus usually poses no major risks, those with pre existing lung conditions like asthma, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, etc., are at a higher risk of severe outcomes. How does it get transmitted? HMPV most likely gets spread from an infected person to others through secretions from coughing and sneezing and close personal contact, such as touching or shaking hands, or even touching parts of the face after touching objects or surfaces which may be contaminated with the virus. I know what you're thinking. Sounds a lot like COVID-19, right? Perhaps sounds like a nightmarish deja vu nobody wants to play out in real life. Well, the similarities are simply hard to miss. However, there is one big difference, a crucial one, that stands out. The fact that HMPV has no vaccine as of now, nor does it have an effective cure. Medical experts, in fact, saying that it's still mostly unknown to the general public, and this makes a difference when it comes to raising awareness surrounding it. You see, it may be purely incidental that almost 5 years after official cases of COVID 19 were first recorded, that China is battling another virus outbreak. However, what happened then and what happens now can be separated by one factor, the factor of transparency. You see, there are several reports, critical accounts, suggesting that China had withheld critical information in the early stages of the COVID 19 outbreak. Not
Remember, they always use keywords as well: outbreak, 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 and they like to prophesy on the left-hand side, the powers that be, on the left-hand side. Okay, revelation of the method. Two movies come to mind: Outbreak 1995 and Outbreak 2024. They're all centered around certain diseases, a large population being deleted, things of that nature, which is what their goals are. Okay, so you got to read in between the lines. There's a lot of movies out there, okay, that will give you this kind of information. And if you've noticed, on Netflix or Prime or whatever, all the current movies that are there, The Road is back on, The Book of Eli probably as well. Movies that are centered around dystopian and end times, and also on the flip side, another beautiful side to it is there are spiritual power movies as well, because they know that the elect are going to get spiritual powers, and obviously, for all that to happen, all hell has to break loose, and which is going to happen. All right, the year's beginning of 2025. About to hit this, in 6 minutes, the 2nd of January. It's 11:54 right now here in the UK. So this is only going to get amplified. It's going to be like a snowball effect, And these devils, man, they're physicians of no value. These Edomites, the powers that be. A lot of people took the so-called vaccine for the thing that came out 5 years ago, all right, the C19, and people were still wearing masks after taking it. People were still actually got more ill after taking it. So what was the point of taking it? The people that are actually okay to this day are the people that didn't take no whammy jammy or the snake juice in their arm or wherever they put it. So if you trust this devil now, yeah, you're stupid. Actually, you know what? There's a lot of stupid people out there. The smartphone generation, they're not really smart at all. Okay. Uh, the generation that were born in the 70s and a little bit prior to that, my generation, I think we have a little bit more savvy for the most part, especially compared to Gen Z. I mean, there's exceptions, but anyway, let's carry on.
Not just that, as per investigations that were led post COVID 19, researchers were said to have isolated and mapped the virus causing COVID 19. This was at least 2 weeks before Beijing revealed details of the virus to the world this time around. Will that change?
And this fog that's apparently appearing, out of the blue, over the last week or so, it's been foggy the last few days here in the London as well. A lot of people are actually getting respiratory problems too. So very similar symptoms to this HMPV thing.
China be expected to take the outbreak of HMPV a lot more seriously. Also, exercise transparency regarding the plausible dangers that the virus may be posing in China and beyond, as well as China's plans to tackle the virus, should it turn even more severe in the coming days. Former US President Jimmy Carter is no more. Have you heard about the village of Kartarpuri? Kartarpuri village, located in India's Gurugram district. It holds a unique place in both local and international contexts. Due to its association with the former American president, it's often called his India connection. We on Siddhant Sibul getting us this report. Take a look.
I was going to pause it here, but let's just check this out about this president, passing on. Or former President
This
Pakistan.
place can be any other place in the suburbs of Delhi, with its kacha roads and newly built houses. But this place has been an important milestone in Indo-US ties. This is Carterpuri, named after former US President Jimmy Carter. Originally known as Daulatpur Nasirabad, this village is located in the Gurugram district of Haryana. It was renamed Carterpuri in honor of the 39th United States President, Jimmy Carter, after his visit to the village on January 3rd in 1978, along with his wife, Rosalind Carter. Old-timers recall his visit fondly, many in their 90s now, while the young mention the stories told by the elders with great interest. How the village became a center of attraction with high security presence. Many say that his visit spurred the development of the village. There were a lot of government cars that came. The fields were sowed,
Whatever. Elam's going to worship that cracker anyway. Anyway, all right. So, yeah, this thing's going to amplify with regards to the diseases and pestilences. All right. It's only going to get worse. More things are going to pick up in 2025. And Lord willing, this will be that year. This will be that year. And Lord willing, the angels show themselves even more and more and more. And the hopeful elect are going to look up. All right. We're not going to be glued to our mobile phones. We're going to be looking up, because salvation draweth nigh. Anyway, all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yashai, Bashem Rakakwadash, Shalom.